What's up, guys? Welcome back to Sweat Equity. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do a how to change a tire video, and my lovely wife is going to be doing the tire change, and we're going to be using her 2016 Lexus RX350 to be the victim as far as you know, getting its tire changed, even though it doesn't actually need a tire change at the moment. But we're going to do this the best we can. I am going to use a list that I googled of how to actually change a tire, just so that I don't forget anything as far as, you know, like some of the obvious stuff which you may not, you know, think about. It may not apply to every vehicle. Step number one, find a safe place to pull over, and also put on your hazard lights. So yeah, at the moment we are in our driveway, so I'm gonna put in a little bit of advice on this. If you were on the highway and all of a sudden you notice that you have a flat tire, I mean, obviously newer vehicles have tire lights that'll come on, so you have a little more of a warning than you might have in an older car. But you know, either way, if you know you have a flat tire and you're on the side of an interstate, more than likely, if you're driving at that speed and the tire goes flat, even just that little bit of distance pulling it over to the side, you're going to ruin the tire. So just pull off the road. Just if you have to drive to the next exit or like a rest stop or whatever to get the car off of the side of the road, just do it, because more than likely the tire is already trashed. So with that being said, if you do pull somewhere that you're still near traffic, put the hazard lights on and set the emergency brake. This car happens to be very fancy and it has an electric parking brake, so that is already engaged right now. But you want to make sure that you do set your parking brake. The next step is check for materials. So the materials in this car, and I guess most cars, are going to be in the rear. So we're going to come back here and we're going to open up the rear hatch. And the first thing that you're going to want to do is pull the rubber mat out and just try to, you know, get everything kind of. Okay. Ugh. I usually try to kind of cup it and whatever junk is on there. No, we're going to pull it out. You got to pull it all the way out.
Oh my God.
Yep. Try to fold the sides up and try to keep everything in there. All right, something like that. Okay. All right, so now you got a nice little handle right there. We're gonna pull that all the way out too. We're gonna pull that all the way out too. That should just lift up out of there. Yep. All right, so
I got a jack, I got a tire.
We got a jack, we got a tire.
I got the this guy.
Yep.
The breaking knee thing.
Okay. Yep, you got the tire iron. You got the jack handle, and then that, yeah, there you go. You got a little rubber band that holds that into place.
Oh, it's greasy.
And we can set that down just for now. And then the tire has a little screwy doodad right there in the middle that you're going to turn.
God, just screw it forever.
Well, you know, it's got to be secure.
That's what she said. To mine, not yours. There we go.
There it goes. You just set that somewhere that you try not to lose it. All right, now you're going to go ahead and pick that up out of there. Try grab it by the, I guess however you can, but you know, maybe grab it by the hole. All right, so which tire do we have flat?
Oh, motherfucker.
Okay, we'll edit that part out. So which tire do we want to have flat, theoretically?
I don't know. Theoretically, none.
Okay. All right, so we're going to say that this tire right here, since it's closest, is flat.
Okay.
So just lay the tire down. All right, so the first thing you want to do is you want to loosen all of the lug nuts.
Oh, okay.
Just crack it loose.
Okay, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey.
Yep. Make sure you get it pushed all the way on there so you don't want to round those off. Yeah, I was gonna say, putting it horizontal usually does help in giving you some leverage. It's not, yeah. Ooh,
Oh God.
You gotta make sure you push it on all the way. It wasn't on all the way. It was kind of diagonal.
I'm trying.
Push it all the way in.
Well, I think it is.
There, okay. There you go. And fortunately, I was the last person.
That up, but...
Fortunately, I was the last person that put this wheel on.
Is that a lock?
Yeah, I was gonna let you find that by yourself.
Well, I know that, but we're... Oh, you mean finding the thingy?
Well, just that, okay, so that's a common thing. So this
It's
vehicle,
got the lock.
this vehicle has a wheel lock. If you find yourself with something like this, where you have a different looking lug nut, that's called a wheel lock. Now, there's, I'd say, two common places that you find the wheel lock key in a car. So the first place would be in the trunk, near where all of the tools are. So we're gonna come back here and take a look. And we're gonna look, see if anything is back in here. And so this right here is actually where it's supposed to be. This little thing, it's even got like a little, I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's even got a little place. This is actually where it should go. But I already kind of took the liberty of checking. So go ahead and open up your glove box.
Yeah, because that's where I would put it.
And that's where probably at least half of them are. And this is where
your tires change somewhere else, like if you're not on the side of the road.
And this is where, you know, technicians would love, actually where technicians would love to find them is in the glove, in the cup holder. So if you were actually bringing your car in for service and you have wheel locks, we would love you, like literally love you, if you put your wheel lock key in your cup holder, so we don't have to go searching through your car. There you go. So you put that in, make sure that's in all the way.
All the way.
Nice and tight, okay. All right, so that's loose, okay. So now we have all five lug nuts cracked loose. So now the next step, let's see what Google says. All right, we loosened the lug nuts. We found a safe place to pull over. We've checked for the materials. We have everything. We've loosened the lug nuts. Lift your vehicle off the ground. Well, who could have guessed that? All right, so we have the jack. And when you look under the car, and of course, we already have the emergency brake set. When you look under the car, there should be a little place. It's gonna be, okay, so right here, see these two notches in the pinch weld right here. Mm-hmm. That's where you're gonna wanna put the slit right there of the jack. And there should be one like that up in the front as well. Yep, right here. So if you're lifting up the front, that would be where you'd be jacking it up.
First it needs to get a little taller, right?
That's what the handle's for. So you're gonna go ahead and feed that in there. You may have to hold the jack a little bit. Or you can, what you should do, take that back out.
Uh-huh.
And then just twist it by your fingers and just get it up under there to where it's actually just snug up against it. Okay, I know you're gonna have to look under there.
Yeah, I know, but I just had to, I wanted to get it high enough up, because otherwise my head under here for like 5 minutes is dumb. Work smarter, not harder.
Also really hot out here right now, but you know. And it looks like you're getting it right up in there, good. And now you're starting to lift the car. So now you can put your handle in there.
And returning.
And a 5'1" woman is lifting up a 4,000-pound car right now.
Yeah, she is. It doesn't have to go up too high, just enough to get.
You just want to get the wheel off the ground. I was looking at Google and they said lift the car 6 inches off the ground. That is not necessary. We do not need to be. All you need to do is be able to get the tire off the ground. Not quite there yet.
I figure once it spins, I'll know it's.
Well, it's not going to spin because your emergency brake is on.
Oh,
and
right.
it better, because if it wasn't, then, well, we're doing the rear wheel, so technically you've got the front wheels are in park, so they're not. It's not going to just roll. But you want to look under there and see if you got any daylight yet?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Just for the record, I'm also trying to do this and not flashing my crotch at the camera.
Is that so?
You know. It gives you a lot more editing to have to do. This is what I want to do. Sit like this.
Everything's fine.
I want one of the ones that goes like this.
Well, this is what you have in this car. Yes, well, obviously that is much easier, and using an impact would be much easier. But when you're stuck on the side of the road...
Why don't I have an impact in my car, Daniel?
Because they're expensive.
Don't we have like 5?
No, I only have one cordless one at work, and that is it. Okay, you're off the ground now. I can see it. So now you can take your... If you can do it by hand, great. If not, you can...
I was doing by hand a minute ago.
You can take them all off by hand if you want, but you can maybe put that handle in there and just spin it a little easier. Because we're trying to do everything that we have the way the car is going to come. Because this is more than likely how you'll be when you're on the side of the road. You're not going to have a whole bunch of tools in the car.
Come here, chair.
Yeah. I would be doing the same thing, I promise you.
Now don't lose your shit.
Yep.
You're sitting out here on the side.
I usually would kind of put them like right by the jack, but that's fine. That way it's less likely you're gonna just kick them out of the way.
Oh, but more likely to kick them under the car.
Touche.
You already saw what happened with my water.
Yeah. Every time I come out here with a beer, I end up spilling it. This is some exciting stuff right here. And there are tools that are called like a 4-way. I don't have any right here because again we're just doing it this way, but if you do want to throw one of those, it's like looks like a T, and you can just kind of give it a good spin and it'll just kind of spin them right off. That's kind of like a cross between something like this and you know, an actual impact wrench.
Okay.
All right, so now you can pull her off, and now that was, see, this is such a new car that everything is nice and easy to come off. And look at that beautiful Michelin tire that has like 2,000 miles on it. All right, so roll that out of the way, and of course that's gonna be flat, so it's not gonna roll real easily, but just kind of.
You know you're putting this tire back on.
Of course.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna use all this crap either. All right, we're gonna set it right here for right now. Probably check your brakes while we're back here. Yeah, they're getting pretty low, but we'll be all right for now. At least till the next oil change. All right, so.
This way?
Nope.
Other way.
Other way. The little, I don't know, that ring thing fits. This part should always face out.
Okay.
And of course, this car, as expensive as it was new, still gives you a donut. But hey, at least it's a spare. And probably the hardest part is getting the lugs to line up.
Once you get one, they should all fall into place.
You'd think so. And this tire is probably just slightly smaller diameter, so you may have to lift it up a little bit more than the other tire. Theoretically, it should be about the same because this is an all-wheel drive car and you don't really want to have a small wheel on it because you can screw up things, but
I don't like this angle.
What I usually try to do is just get down and look at the, like, which, you know, how the studs are, and try to orient the holes roughly close, and then you can kind of just...
It's just the getting up.
Yeah. You probably don't want your fingers in there.
I know,
okay.
but I'm trying to get it lined up in a way that I can do it, you know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, there you go. Okay. All right, so go ahead and get your lug nuts started. Uh-oh. No, it didn't roll away. You know, what you can do is kind of get one of them, turn one all the way, you know, so it's snug, and then the rest of them should kind of fall in place where you can screw them all the way down by hand. There you go.
That's hand tight.
Okay, so just take that, yeah, and just go ahead and give them all just a little snug. That's good. Oh, okay, crisscross pattern. So, yep. Whoop. Yeah, you want to make sure you do a star pattern, I should say. When you have 5 lugs, if you have 4 lugs or 6, you know, just do the best you can. Just go directly across. All right, so they're all snugged, so we can go ahead and lower the jack down now. And you threw that all the way over there. Now you gotta go fetch it.
Yep.
Yep, lefty loosey. That's it. I would say right there, go ahead and stop. And we are on the ground enough that we can go ahead and just give them a good snugglation. Gotta finish with the cell phone because the GoPro decided to overheat.
I mean, it is hot as f***.
Yeah, I know, it is.
Because I don't want to leave it on there and then lose the lock.
Oh, trust me. So many of the quick lube guys that come over and borrow my wheel locks, they always just do that, and then they just end up, you know, forgetting it and don't get it back. And you may want to have it at a right angle, yeah, like that, and that way you can really kind of put your weight into it to tighten them. Okay.
I did.
Okay.
You want me to do it again? They're not moving anymore. You want me to stand on it?
No, they don't need to be that tight.
Yeah, they're not moving anymore. Not without
And of course, you know, theoretically, this only should be driven to a service station where you can have the actual tire replaced or repaired and put back on the car. So you should be fine. So that's it, guys. And then basically we're just going to lower it down the rest of the way, but I think you get the idea. And
my toes are fine.
And then you want to put, normally there should be enough space back in the back that you can put the full-size tire back in here. Your cover may not go back down all the way, but there should at least be, you know, enough space that you can put it down under there and not lay on top of your nice carpet or whatever you have back here. All right, guys, so thanks for watching. Special thanks to the lovely wife. And we just went ahead and changed the tire on a Lexus RX350. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. All right, peace.